And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Now, here's Ivy. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now the Bulls with it. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Casey Jones for a minute. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Back to George. Pass to Buzelis. Clock at 6. It's Ariza on the wing. And the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ivy. Outside for Wembanyama. At 3 off the mark. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Nobody near George. Off target with his 3. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by Porzingis. Russell looking around. Inside. McDaniels. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to George. To the inside. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And he's good on the 3 ball. Buzelis has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, there's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's George. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Another 3 for Chicago.
Nice ball work there, and Porzingis, it finds his hands, and then the ball finds the hoop.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And you can see that coming, right? Wembanyama taking on contact, getting the better end of that deal.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
It's Ariza on the wing. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks trail. And here's Ivy. Pass to Wembanyama. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. Buzelis, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Buzelis has got 10 points in the game.
And and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside, Russell. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead.
The Bucks, 12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Now, here is Russell. Still yet to score. Back to Wembanyama. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 21.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Back to Reeves. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Oubre with the steal. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Russell. Down low. Baisley. They set the screen. From deep, Reeves. Rebound, Milwaukee. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 11. That gives them the lead. Ivy's got 13 points.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Reeves. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Oubre, right side. Pass to Anthony. Baisley up top. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre breaking out the hammer.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee.
Second team foul.
Here is Paul.
Substitution on the court.
1:11 left to play in the first half. And Worthy throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Oubre. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
Worthy the screen. To the paint, puts the move on, and he lays it up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Out left to the wing. Paisley sets a screen. On deep, Reeves. Rebound, Milwaukee. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And it's Anthony with the ball for Chicago. Kicks it out to Wilson. A 3. Worthy pulls it in. Now Kispert. He has yet to score. A shot by Stewart with no one around. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Chicago. They lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Paul looking around. Worthy the screen. Paul outside. Pass to Kispert. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It counts. And the foul. It's going to go on James Worthy.
Now, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Ivy, and it's sent back by George.
Known as a tough defender, George so good at reading shooters and getting to those shot attempts.
Here's Porzingis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Rose in the post. Rebound, Milwaukee. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
From downtown, good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
It seems very natural when he's out there at the three-point line and uses that kind of rhythm. Porzingis, nice look.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
It's Ariza on the wing. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
Pass to Richardson. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Kept alive. Left side Rose. Lets it go from deep. No good there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Ivy. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Here's Buzelis. 10 points for him. Inside. Outside for George. 2 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Rose, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
To the left side lane. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rose has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls. .136 left to play in the third. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And Ivey has showed up in a big way in this one. He continues to put big-time pressure on the defense.
Rose attacking. Here's Ariza. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Ariza's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Jaden Ivey is just so explosive as a guard. So exciting to watch.
Now, here is George. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. To the inside. Kicks it out to Ariza. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
44 seconds left in the third. Here's Ivey. Takes it off the glass. Ivey's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Good balance from Ivey. You can tell physical defense does not rattle him.
They set the pick. Back to Rose. They grab their own miss. Pass to Buzelis. George looking over the floor. Good on the triple. George has got 6.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Ivey with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter.
The Bucks, 40.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Chicago leading by 9. Out to Porzingis. From the arc. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the shot is good. Worthy's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here is Russell. Inside. Here's Stewart. Over Porzingis. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got his first bucket of the night. Outside Rose. Screened by Porzingis. Rose attacking. Reeves outside. Outside Rose. Over Russell. Rose gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 10.
The first overall pick all the way back in 2008. Derrick Rose going old school with the mid-range jumper.
Pass to Kispert. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Worthy feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Worthy.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Count it.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Reeves outside. Pass to Baisley. Here's Wilson. The tray. The rebound by Ivy. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Chicago leading by 7. Here's Rose, and he lays it straight in.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Now, here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, we had to settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Lets it go. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Launches a three. He can't get it to go.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Chicago.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Porzingis.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And George gets it to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Milwaukee foul. Ivy. First personal foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Bulls.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.